Hello to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you all because the first video was an incredible success, so really not expected. But in any case, apart from this, I was not planning to upload any video today, but I just saw the news about Lufthansa and the German government news, and well, I think it's quite interesting because I think there's a lot of value, or at least some value, in this kind of trades. What's happening? So, of course, most of airlines will not survive, especially in Europe, without the touristic season. You can admit it or not, but most of them are not prepared because of liquidity, mostly because of the very important impact on their income due to touristic services. The first one to admit it is Lufthansa. Lufthansa needed around 10 billion euros to survive till the end of this year. And this is what has happened. So finally, they're still negotiating the last terms of the deal, but mostly this 9 billion will permit them to be quiet during this 2020 and wait for what is going to happen next year. Look at the chart of Lufthansa, which is quite self-explanatory. As you see here, Lufthansa was probably 18 months ago, almost 2 years ago, was trading 32, so that means 4 times more expensive than today. The minimum of Lufthansa is around 7 euros, so that means that the speculation about the news have made Lufthansa increase more than 20%. Of course, this is a very speculative trade, but we have to wait for what is going to happen, how this new money will be entering in the company and so on. But this is a very interesting factor that could fuel many new kinds of trade in the future. Probably the other airplane company that is very concerned about what is happening is IAG. You know, it's the result of the fusion with the merger between Iberia and British Airways. As you see here, the situation is really terrible. This company was trading around almost 4 years ago, and in the minimum during this month of May, their price is 1.8 or something like this. So the situation is very complex. Why? Especially in these two countries, the UK and Spain, with different approaches to the coronavirus crisis. So, for example, the British will start with their quarantine in June, as the Spaniards will probably be stopping this quarantine, according to last news, 1st July. So that means that for the very important British-Spanish touristic flights, probably more than 20% of total flights from this company. This is going to be a nightmare during this summer season. There were rumors in the beginning of this COVID crisis that President Johnson was thinking even in buying British Airways and split the company, separate the company from Iberia. Who knows? It is very difficult for this company to survive without the touristic season, and especially without something that is very important for Iberia, the other part of the company, Spanish part, which is, I would say, the most profitable, which are flights from Madrid to Latin America. Most of countries in Latin America are now, unfortunately, in the middle of the pandemic casualties, and so this is not going to be easy, and probably this is not going to be short. So, just to summarize, quite a lot of possibilities of some public help, possibilities of these two companies to be segregated as well. So in this sense, there could be some value because we are trading now slightly above 2 and could easily go to the next resistance level around 4. So this is quite easy. There are more possibilities of money entering in this business. Of course, you have Boeing. Boeing is a typical example of company that will be saved by its government. Why? It is a very important company in terms of jobs creation. This company is trading around the minimum in 2007. So it is difficult. In Boeing, you had before the crisis, you had these problems with the new airplane. This is not going to be easy for them. They were trading around 450. They went down, even down 100, and now they're 137. But if you think of all the companies in this industry with a lot of problems, and you think of the problems in Boeing itself, the probability of bankruptcy is very high. And due to the importance of this company for the US government, it could be another company to be bought or helped by the government. The last one, less likely, in my opinion, could be Airbus. Airbus is already reducing capacity, is trading around a third of the maxima that were reached during the beginning of 2020. And so it is likely to happen. Not so possible, in my opinion, as in Airbus. Of course, in all these trades, in all these companies, we are talking about very short-term trades and based on this kind of factors. It is a very risky business. I'm not saying that you should do it. Probably some of these companies will be difficult to be profitable in the near term. But of course, with this kind of public help, the prices of these companies might go up. Okay, see you next video.